4.5 example problems. These ones involve solving solving quadratic equations by taking square roots. So here's a solve problem. What you want to do is isolate x, so we'll have to add 4 to both sides for the first example here. We have 2/3 x squared, 4 and negative 4 add to a 0, 12 plus 4 is 16. Now I have a fraction in front of my x squared. The way you can get rid of the fraction is to multiply by its reciprocal. When I multiply by its reciprocal on both sides, I get x squared, and then 16 can be written as 16 over 1. 2 goes into 2 one time, 2 goes into 16 8 times. 8 times 3 is 24. 24 over 1, so this becomes 24. Then to solve for x, take the square root of both sides of the equal sign. Don't forget the plus or minus. The square root and the square cancel out. You're left with x is equal to plus or minus square root of 24. Now 24 can be simplified. 24 is, in a factory, is 6 and 4. 6 can be broken down to 3 and 2, and the prime factorization of 24 is 3 times 2 times 2 times 2. And what you're looking for is pairs of 2's. If I see a pair or pairs, you can make a pair come out and make it a single. So 2 2's inside the square root or inside the radical sign, make 1 2 outside the radical sign, and then what's left inside? 3 times 2, 6. Solutions to this one are plus or minus 2 square root of 6, which means that x is equal to 2 square root of 6 or negative 2 square root of 6. Okay, one more example problem for this section. Let's go over, let's do this one. Example. Let's do 1/2 times the quantity x minus 4 squared is equal to 8. Okay, so I'll rewrite the problem. 1/2 times the quantity x minus 4 squared is equal to 8. I see a fraction. I want to isolate the square. Well, the square is actually a binomial. I want to isolate that binomial, just have the square on one side. So when I take the square root, I would just be left with what's underneath the square sign. So I have a 1/2 in front. Can't distribute this because of the square. You want to multiply by 2 over 1 to get rid of that 1/2, the reciprocal of 1/2. What I'm left with is x minus 4 squared on the left hand side. Then 8 can be written as 8 over 1. 8 times 2 is 16. That's 16 over 1, so this becomes 16. Take the square root of both sides now that you just have the square on one side of the equal sign. Don't forget the plus or minus for that one over here. The square and the square root go away. You're left with x minus 4 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 16. And then minus 4. The square root of 16 is plus or minus 4. To solve for x, add 4 to both sides, and you get x is equal to 4 plus or minus 4. This means that x is equal to 4 plus 4, and x is equal to 4 minus 4. X is equal to 8. X is equal to 0. And those are your solutions to this quadratic equation up here.